dartboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
You're sure right, boy.
Welcome back. Good evening, everyone, to our Wednesday night action of Division Number 2. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, per usual, happy to be here on the call. Another good one in store for us this evening between two almost identical averages here. Sean, what do you have to say?
Yeah, listen, we have another Wisconsinite this week on our stream, Bob Anderson from just north of Green Bay, Wisconsin, in Little Swamico. And yeah, you mentioned
Swamico.
It's Swamico. Why'd you have to do that? I'm sorry. You just got people yelling at you. He's averaging a 4.61, and he's going on against Zach Fuchs, who defeated Wisconsinite Liam Musser 9-3 in the last round. And he is from just west of St. Louis in St. Peters, Missouri. And again, the 4.63 average for him, it's going to be a tight affair. Both guys won 9-3 last week. It can't get closer than this matchup, and I really can't wait to see what both these guys can do.
Yeah, I mean, always our Division II battles are very tight-knit affairs. We know that just from past events, right? And they're so identical in averages, especially here tonight, that usually we're going to see some back-and-forth duels where you're not going to really see that spread happen until in the later stages. At least I'm going to assume tonight. But we'll see. We'll see what has in store, especially on the 9-mark counters. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what these guys do on that side of it. I think maybe they'll have a few more than they had last week. We'll see.
I mean, they possibly could. To put that in perspective, Zach Fuchs had 8 9-marks on his own, 7, and then the 1 white horse. That is the same amount that Leonard Gates had last week in his match, and Zach did it in 3 less games than Leonard last week. So this week, Leonard was a completely different story, but last week, Leonard only 8. He is one of those top 9-mark hitters going against Bobby Anderson, who has 5 of his own. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how much firepower they bring to the table this evening.
Yeah, I agree with you here. Former Wisconsin level 1 champion and Bob Anderson taking on Zach Fuchs here in this one. So let's get to this tail of the tape. Let's go ahead with Zach first. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, nickname is Snacks. He is playing for Playmore Coin Op at South 94 Bistro, one of our favorite locations. We've seen some great celebrations out of South 94 Bistro. Been playing 20-plus years. That average, like we mentioned, a 4.63. He is number 62 on that All-Star rank list. That is very high up there. That means that he puts all his time and energy into PPD leagues and TOC, and that's always great to see. He's throwing those Jordan Meyer specials, which can only mean one thing. They're loud. And he also has 7 9-marks with 1 white horse, 12 7-marks, 17 5-marks in just 12 games played. Again, defeated Liam Musser last week, the young gun, 9-3 there in that first round.
Yeah, speaking of Jordan Meyer, I think he got the W tonight 9-7. As it looks like I was texted that. So, yeah, looking forward to this lineup for Zach. Let's see what he can do against the one, the only. Well, it's effing Bob. How about that? That's what that says.
Effing Bob.
Vendor Schmitz Blue Water. Oh my goodness. Booze number 2 is his location. Been playing for 35 plus years. Average is a 4.61 and 997 on the All-Star ranking list right now.
He barely got in that bad boy.
He definitely did. He slid on by the probably like a game or 2, I would assume. Super Darts Bob Anderson, 16 gram barrels is what he's shooting tonight. So, hey, Bob's always a tough competitor. I've seen him, and we've seen him so many times. We know what he can do. Zach's, so we saw him last year, but still kind of, I guess you could call him the newcomer in the group, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's the newcomer on this side of the bracket. He came as the lowest average player in Division II and has skyrocketed to the top of that average standings. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he can extend that tonight if he's going to be as consistent as he was. You can see Jason Derby in the background there. Jordan Meyer is watching along a lot of those Wisconsinites. I believe that's Mr. Jeremy Lee, but he's not wearing like the loud outfit, so I can't really tell for sure. But a lot of those good players there at South 94 Bistro always show up and show out for their guys, and it's always great to see. That being said, you mentioned it. Bob Anderson is a tough competitor. He's a Wisconsinite. He's going to be scrappy, and to win level 1 at WAMO, that's an accomplishment, a major accomplishment with how difficult and tough that competition is every single year. So I think it's going to be a great battle, man. I have Bob winning this 9-7, but I don't see it any further away from that score line.
Yeah, I like that score line a lot. I mean, usually, like I said, Division II is going to be pretty tight here. So, yeah, I'll take the same. I'll back you up on that. I think I like Bob in that 9-7, maybe even a 9-6 score line. We'll give it that, just to be the one off. But Zach gets the job done. Well, with that last dart being a triple 20, edges by to get the start here in our Division II battle.
Well, if you've never watched before, let's go over that format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. These players are on the winner's side. The players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, with a cork that we just saw where Zach's going to start that match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. We don't see that very often, but when we do, it can come into factor. That is the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance
and go for speed,
those players will cork for start in that last leg decider. I'm looking forward to this, buddy. It's going to be a great matchup. You can see Fuchs coming out with only a 1 mark on the 20s. Bob's going to capitalize on that with his Milwaukee Brewers hat that he always wears.
Yeah, big Brewers fan. Indeed. Yeah, I like how you mentioned the support here for Zach, getting the kind of daily crowd behind him, some of our familiar faces. Yeah, that South 94 Bistro is pretty awesome. They've got a great cricket league ran by Mr. Jacob Southard there for the steel tip side as well. So yeah, a lot of support there. And then of course, for Bob, you may not see the necessarily support for him, but he's got statewide support from Wisconsin. There's no doubt. I bet you everybody's tuning in right now, supporting Bob. And we see Scuba Steve Diker in the chat. He's going to be a familiar face along with a lot of others from that 4-man team of his.
Yeah, you mentioned a Jacob. Jacob who?
Southard.
Oh.
Southard.
Isn't he famous for being friends with Jules or something?
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
I love Jake. He's actually a hilarious person. He is he will keep you on your toes whenever you're around him. That's for sure. Look at Kevin Schmitz in there rooting for Bob. Troy Leroy. What a legend, mate. It's Zach. I can't say it. What a beaut, pure class. It is Fuchs is how you pronounce that, Troy.
So I do want to say, for a little extra context here on giving predictions early on, Zach Fuchs, last time we saw him was also in week 2 for season 7. And when he played there, he played John Pilgrim. And for those and you guys might not even remember this because I believe it was Danny and I on the mic that night. But in that match, John Pilgrim goes in with a 5-2 lead to get things going, and then his shoulder started really acting up, and it let Zach back in. Zach was not comfortable for the entire first half. The moment that opening came in, he came back strong and ended up performing quite well and came all the way back. He's not going to get that same kind of favor from this member of the Black Saddle team, but he's probably also thinking, man, why do I always see someone from Black Saddle in week 2?
Because it's back in the saddle again. And, nice 5 mark there from Zach, but great insight there from the man behind the curtain, Mr. Nick Durachi Teixeira.
Bobby Hill.
Good old Bobby. Gosh dang it, Bobby. As Bobby Anderson is going to try and hit a lot of 17s and does. Big 6 mark on those bad boys.
You know why? Because he likes propane and propane accessories. That's why.
Yeah, but I don't know, you know. Zach Fuchs, man. Zach Fuchs, you're going to do something to the 18s. I mean, he's going back to the 17s. I mean,
That was pretty good. It was pretty
Thank
solid
you.
there.
Chase, appreciate that.
Well, Zach's got the upper hand advantage here in our starting leg. 120-point spread here as Bob hopes to gain on these 17s. Needs another, and then honestly a fourth dart. Doesn't collect there on dart number 3, so Zach will continue to hammer those 17s pretty quick.
Ideally.
You would assume.
There they go.
There you go.
Back up. Yeah, it's a smart dart. He misses it. Leaves a little short there on the last, but this is a scrappy first leg. We see this sometimes in Division II, right? That first leg is in the high 3s. Both guys just trying to get kind of settled in. But then once they do, it's as if we're watching a Division I match. These guys can throw the exact same. And at times you're going to see even more impressive darts. Now, not compared to Monday, which was the most insane match I think we've seen in a very long time of just both guys playing absolutely beautifully. But yeah, I can't wait to see both these guys find that second gear. Who's going to do it first?
I agree with you there. And you know what? Looking back on the averages, you know, Monday wasn't the best matchup we've seen by far in the CSC, but it was so entertaining because the lower average person was hammering away on the 9 marks when it mattered, and that is what really made it interesting. The back and forth duel there between Leonard and who cares? We got a 9 mark, don't we?
Oh, big boom goes the Wisconsinite there for Bob Anderson, and what a time to do so. Is that going to be the perfectly timed one? Oh, it might. This could hurt. Interesting move to take out that. I think just the idea of the 20-point difference versus 25. Bob's got to waste a dart.
I would like to
look at Bobby.
Like to correct the record real quick. I was right that it was week 2 against John Pilgrim, and that John Pilgrim did have a 5-2 lead, but that was not the match where he blew the 5-2 lead.
Oh,
it was a 9-6 win.
Nikki was wrong.
Bob was behind that entire leg, guys, and he came back and stole it on the 15s at the end with a very well timed 9 mark. Huge first leg.
Yeah. That was big. And that was Luke Pritzel from Monday night, by the way. I wanted to finish that, but I knew that we're just going to shut up at that given time because how massive that moment was for Bob to take the reins here in that first leg and say, no, sir, I'm going to lead the way, not you.
Yeah, that was huge. And Zach, again, only closes the 20s. It's going to give Bob an opportunity to get rid of those quickly if he wants to, or if he has an opportunity to. Do you think Bob ever cusses, or do you think he's like a guy who says like, "Shoot, dag nabbit"? Do you think
he looks like the kind of guy, and he sounds like the guy because he's honestly soft spoken, kind of. When you don't really speak to him much, yeah, he's pretty soft spoken. But once you get the inner Bob working, let me tell you what.
You tell me about the inner Bob.
You
please.
you get a little of that. We'll just say it. If you get a little of that apple pie, a little bit of that apple pie in you from Wisconsin, and he'll start talking.
The stuff that tastes like apple juice and makes the room spin. How about that? Randall Wisnat defeats Bobby D's 9-7 on the loser side. So Randall, your favorite to win Division II, does move on past the second round. Brad Gollin is the one who lost to Jordan Meyer in that 9-7 match. And Jordan said some kind words about Brad. One of our newcomers to Division II this season, plays out of the Doug's Sports Pub location and one of those really, really good up and coming players. That's for sure.
Agreed. Yeah, you can see Steve saying Bob doesn't say much. But Jason under it says a tale of two Bobs. Indeed. Big darts from Zach there. Forces Bob to a new wedge. That ghost throw is going to get you a lot tonight, folks. It's gotten me at least 3 times already.
Yep. And he's the type of person that I never remember that he has a ghost throw.
Yeah.
Like, even though I just saw it. I remember last year watching Zach and just watching how steady and consistent he does that take back and follow through. It's just real easy going. Bob almost has a little bit of a Jim Long throw where he takes it back and then it almost looks like it gets stuck back there a little bit, and then he fires it forward rather nicely. But yeah, that's very Jim Long-esque in that motion.
Yeah, it's a shame. He is getting over that dreaded D, and yeah, get your head out of the gutter, folks. Not that one. All right, there we go. Anyway, yeah, getting over that.
The dreaded D.
That old dartitis.
Nick Teixeira's new dart nickname is the dreaded D.
You're not supposed to mention that dreaded D word.
If you call my ex, that's what they would call me.
All right, that is absolutely terrible. Anyway, back to the match. Zach looking for a W here. Has the 1-point lead. Needs one single bull. Should be his advantage here. 4.50. Let's see what it is after this bull.
For Fuchs' sake. There it is.
Carly, thank you for not firing me over that joke. I'm happy you're watching along with us tonight. Thanks for joining in.
Hey, boss.
Definitely took Nick for a surprise there. All righty. Well,
yes.
Back into the 4.0.
Yes, Little Boom did just say that.
Hey, let's switch the topic real quick. So looking at Division 1, these are our friends unfortunately exiting in week 2. Tyler Hensey goes out, Mike Scarborough, Dylan Steinke, Cody Willis, Brandon Kessler, Austin Braswell, and still waiting on the result for Alex Spellman, Eric Gregory after some shenanigans there with Alex learning a little bit more about how the system works and trying to find the right location to throw at.
Dude, Jim's washed also. Hello, Jim Turntine. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, boss.
We appreciate you.
Don't. I mean, you can mute us if you want, boss. That's fine. Just watch the darts. They're great. As Marcia Janik in there, how yous doing tonight? We're doing well, my friend. How are you? I hope you're enjoying Aaron Rodgers. We sure are enjoying Daniel Jones so far, aka the god of quarterbacks.
Let's not get too in over our heads here. It's one
Listen,
week, okay?
7 for 7 on scoring drives of scoring points. Never happened since 1976. I mean, I'm just saying.
Probably the last
we're going to win the
time
Super
it'll
Bowl.
ever happen too. All right, let's not just go there. Zach, making a play here on the 20s. Look at this.
We have not been undefeated for 13 years. Give me a break. Hi, Mike.
Who do you got this week?
What do you mean? Oh, we play the Broncos. Boom goes the Wisconsinite for Bob Anderson. His second of the evening.
Just locked it in for 1-1 after this weekend. Back to the match.
We're going to whoop him.
Zach needs to collect here. How about another? Not quite the advantage he wanted to have here. But the way Bob collected on that previous round, you almost cue him in for more here.
I don't think he was ready to release that first dart.
I think he's struggling still here, I think.
Yeah.
You kind of see him fighting.
But I know that's frustrating, and it's going to be frustrating for Bob because I've had it. It's not is frustrating more than anything else because why? And the why is just not an easy answer to give. And so for Bob to still be throwing at this level and consistently still throwing at this level is almost impressive. The fact that he can still keep his elbow still as he takes it back. And you can see it's just getting to the release point. He's got to turn his shoulders.
He's had that slow drag into the follow through for a little while now. I know that, but it's the double pumps that are I haven't seen a lot of recently, but there you go. He gets it to collect on a massive.
Boom goes the Wisconsinite, the third 9 mark for Bob.
Great shot from Mr. Anderson.
And Zachy Fuchs is not going to collect on those 16s.
Can Bob jump over, make it hurt? You might as well. You got the 18s as well. Nope. Did collect on a single. Made the right move there, I think. You got the two houses to his one. Go ahead and take a shot at it.
I agree with that. That was an impressive second dart. He might go 17 here. Yeah, I'd rather him stay on the 16s. I like that shot more. I just think that it might have been blocked. Scuba in there letting us know that when we shoot doubles on Tuesdays, we are hyper aggressive on closing. So Bob may be used to playing that type of format. However, it's singles.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but yeah, singles and doubles, 2 different things there, Steve.
Just Scuba Steve, dang you.
Well, there you
Great
go.
dart.
Gets good 30 point lead.
You got to close at some point.
I see it coming into play here. Yeah. Go grab that single 16 you need. Oh, misses that big number. Can't be going and doing that.
Hey, how about
Opponent can make it hurt?
The other half of the mixed CSI champions at TOC, Miss Cheyenne Richards, saying, "Let's go, Bob."
I love seeing Cheyenne come in here and support Bob, because I would have to imagine, and Cheyenne can correct me if I'm wrong here, I imagine they may have knew of each other beforehand, but probably never played or talked much to each other before that CSI experience. But having that, or CDI experience, excuse me. But that's the cool thing about the PPD program with the finale and the CDI, getting paired up with someone that you probably have never played with or sometimes heard of if you're in the finales. It's really cool to then make these long-standing connections with players all across the country, with Bob being in Wisconsin and Cheyenne being in Texas. It's really cool to see. It's one of my favorite parts about the PPD program. Just wanted to also say, try not to pay attention to my earlier comments, Jim and Carly. That's why I say smart stuff about the program too.
All right. Well, Nick just talked over that big round there from Zach Fuchs, if you want to hammer him for that. And look at Bob. Another one of those. Oh, trip 15.
Oh, my goodness.
What a steal.
What a shot from Bob Anderson.
And Nick thought it was going to be 1-1. It is 2-0. Bob Anderson steals another leg at the end. That's got to hurt. That has got to hurt. That was leg 3? Okay. Well, 2-1. Why is that going first? Because they lost that one. Yeah. This is not leg 3. No, it's not. There's no way.
What a huge shot, though. I mean, what a conversion after Zach hits a massive shot at you.
Yeah. Man, Fuchs Bob just getting the job done right now. Troy goes off. Bless up. I love it. How did I miss a whole leg? What happened?
You just wanted to
I've
say
been
a
watching
snarky
the whole
comment to me,
time.
and you had one loaded up just in case. It just was a misfire. It's okay. It happens.
It's too soon. All right.
Just unbelievable, man. Double bull,
Trip 15.
trip 15 to steal the leg after a impressive shot from Zach.
Yeah.
That hurts if you're Zach. I mean, he's not letting it show here. He's just, all right, turn around, let's produce on this next leg and see what we can do here.
Oh, Bobby. Bobby is just hitting his shots. He stole 2 legs. It could easily be 3-0 Fuchs right now. And instead, Bob Anderson times perfect shots and has a 2-1 lead. I have to ask you though, Will, is that a better sign for Zach or a better sign for Bob?
It's so early to tell. I mean, anything can happen after break, so I can't really say it's an advantage either way. Of course, you give the upper hand to Bob right now, just confidence level, knowing that he's hitting when he needs to. So yeah, I would say you give the slight edge to Bob, but you can't give it the full go because it's 2-1. You know, that break will come into play, and what happens there, anyone knows on that. I mean, do you take that second to cool off? Do you keep hammering away at the board? Do you find a groove? Do you lose it? Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, and it's almost one of those situations like if you're a golfer, right, and you're playing against somebody and you're getting on the green in regulation and then 2-putting every time, and then your opponent misses the green and just chips in for birdie instead. And you're just like, really? Like, I'm just playing steady, and he just takes over. And then eventually he's going to start hitting those good shots too. And we're seeing that with a 6-7-5 here from Bob in leg number 4.
Yeah, tasty stuff here.
Scott, I'm usually loud, but I think it's going to be your fault, Scott. We got a lot of people watching along with us. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, tag someone who lives in Missouri, who lives in Wisconsin that's not watching right now. What are they doing? And why are they not watching? You know, we got a great battle brewing. They're already going to be late to this party with Bob Anderson hitting that double bull trip 15, but there are a lot of good darts left to be played here this evening. Share this bad boy out. And while you're at it, the new Winmore launch just dropped. Check out the 3 barrels today from pro dart players Brendan Dolan, Mike Maloney, and Alex Spellman, as well as new versions of the Winmore Fusion molded flights that I love so much. Just tap the banner on the A to Z Darts website to shop the full collection.
Macaroni.
Isn't that cool?
Would say.
Like that was 2 out of the 3 players that we just mentioned. They're in the CSC Challenger Series. You know,
Yeah, gotta love it. Got to love it. And speaking of Alex Spellman, how about the misfortune for him yesterday? Went down to Georgia to play his CSC Challenger Series matchup with Eric Gregory, and the boards are offline.
Alex.
And
Alex has a curse.
That's like an hour and a half drive, I think. No, at least
his video, he said that it wasn't. He didn't check to see if it was a PPD location. Actually, they were online because he ended up actually playing Eric Gregory for fun. They were like, "Well, we're both here," so they played a for fun warm up, and now they're trying to reschedule to get played on Friday.
I would not have done that if I was Eric.
Yeah. So listen, guys, if you want to see where any PPD location is, just go to dartstoc.com and check out the map. That map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system, Alex Spellman. And, again, go to dartstoc.com to see that map today.
I will say credit to Alex Spellman though. I mean, in his video he did talking about everything with it. He admitted first off he was like it's a total rookie mistake and that's on me. And then secondly he said the reason he's trying so hard to reschedule to still be able to play is because he says he would feel terrible if he took a spot from somebody else and then didn't play either match.
Yep. I mean, that's a good point because you never want to do that as a player. You never want to take something from somebody when that could, they could potentially make a run, and then you're not in that circumstance. You unfortunately had an opportunity that arose that you didn't think was going to be there before. You took it, and it did, and then you get back in unfortunate circumstances. So yeah, hopefully they can get it done.
Well, Mr. Anderson trying to make this a 3-1 lead and get that Wisconsinite some space. But he's not hitting the bullseye right now.
Abort.
Great
abort,
last.
Abort. Yeah, go downstairs, grab the 19s.
And honestly, that is a huge dart because it adds enough bowls to make this not winning darts. He's going to need another double. Just get the point lead back. Not going to do that. Bob should go at this on dart 1 and then play it by ear. Oh, big dart here.
Yeah, terrible placement.
And that could be it.
It really could, because now Zach only needs a single bull and single on the 19, single on the 18. So more than likely, this is done and dusted. 2-2.
Got to be fat here on the 19s. Yeah, how about a triple? Big dart.
All right. Can I just say something, boys?
Say it.
I don't know about the superstar reaction from all these gentlemen back here. It's just 3 singles, guys. Just 3 singles.
Boo. Boo. That's a terrible take. Terrible take.
Let the boys have fun. Let the boys have fun.
For the boys.
It is a big leg. Especially when you feel like you're down and out, though. To make it 2-2, it does feel good. So good leg for Zach there to recover and gain the upper hand, we'll say.
It feels like the dart gods balanced out right there. Bob hit that triple or double bull trip 15 to steal leg number 3, and then Bob misses the single bull when he needs it, so that Zach can steal that leg number 4 and bring it back to pretty much exactly where these guys should be at this point. Stop distracting me with your camera. As Bob gets a nice 5 mark. I like shiny things, and when the camera moves, it's shiny.
It's not meaningful, sir. It's unintentional. I can guarantee you that, because I don't like it moving either. There we go. It's fixed. All right. Back to the match.
Fuchs, nice 5
back
mark.
and forth on these 20s and 19s.
And I think we're seeing Bob I think he's getting a little bit better with the fluidity of his throw the more that this goes on, which is a good sign, because when it was me, it got worse throughout the evening. And by the end, it was a nightmare. So the fact that he is able to that tells you that he's on the other side of it.
I agree. It can be touchy. It can, especially when you're playing a long format match like this. You're going to have your moments where you feel like your arm is like broken, not even working properly. And then all of a sudden something clicks and you're finding triple. It's insane.
Hey, Mr. Olay himself, Matt Graff, is in the chat saying, "Let's go, Robert." Referring to Mr. Anderson. Fuchs going to look up at the 20s. No, he stays down on the 19s. I'm okay both ways. But I've heard from way too many of the best players that they'll do a lot of crazy things to get rid of that high ground on the 20s. But it doesn't affect Zach here.
It does not. Has the opportunity to steal. He's going to try to. It's unfortunate he's got to commit all three. But he gets it done. Close the door on those 20s. Bob, what are you going to do here? 18s, I would imagine.
Yep.
He kind of likes these 18s as well.
Oh, big dart.
That is a huge dart. Great collection to close it right back on Zach.
Man, these guys are, they're throwing about a mark per round less than right now the Division I duo from Monday, but it's just as close. It's just as compelling. 2-2 scoreline. You know that they're going to hit big rounds. It's just when is it going to happen? Back to points. Bobby's goes. No. Gosh, dang it, Bobby.
Staying on it. Kind of surprised myself. Liam turned it around tonight. Got the win 9-1 in his CSC matchup.
Does that change anything about potential predictions? Because obviously these are the winners of those two matches. And so you think that if it was imbalanced like that with Liam destroying Corey there in round number 2, Zach's the one who beat Liam.
Well, we also got to state it was Liam's first matchup in the CSC, his first go at it.
Right.
He's a youngster that probably felt a lot of butterflies going into that first battle. So I think that for Liam, you mark it off as a big win for yourself. You keep on trucking on. You don't go 2 and out here in this great CSC group of players. So yeah, I mean, take it a stride and just know that, hey, you're meant to be here. See how far you can go now.
Yeah, honestly, it's a great opportunity for Liam just to get more experience in this format. To go 2 and out would have been, hard for someone who's trying to get more experience in this situation. So happy for the kid. I don't know what I was doing when I was 14 years old, but it definitely was not winning dart matches or any sporting event match, probably. I ran into a basketball goal and broke my clavicle around that time.
I definitely was not focused on darts at 14. That's for sure.
Well, what are you alluding to being focused on there, Will?
I'll let you guys figure it out.
Schoolwork?
Exactly it. Let's focus on grade A schools. Schoolwork.
You were a rugby guy in high school, weren't you?
A late high school. I was more football and what have you in high school, freshman year and sophomore year around that time. So
shocking to see what Sugar was doing at the age of 14. Would never have guessed that. All right. Bob, a big last start. 52-point lead. Which means that Zach cannot take out both of those numbers and get that point lead. So if I'm Zach, I'm staying there. Ideally. 8-point lead. See how hyper aggressive Bob is.
Can't really afford to be too aggressive here. I think you need to stay. There on the point, so you can go up to the 18s. Just make sure you hit something worthwhile. There you go. It just forces a little bit more from Zach here. He needs to commit at least 2 darts. Now it's tricky because he's right on top of that bed.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible placement for more. As you can see him scrambling around the Aki trying to find a way in.
Got to make sure not to short that because it
It's
is
the right
further away
mindset.
from where he stands. And he hits both of them. Big darts from Zach.
Yeah, that's where you have to go. You have to go to that side of the throw line in order to make that work. And he collects, but he really wanted the opportunity to at least get one more in there. But up to Bob. Another.
Finds it. Keeps himself just a stiff arm away, right?
Steve calling for the double 15 here from Bob if he gets a look.
Steve said Bob will not go for the double.
Oh, will not go for the double. Okay, my apologies. That not in there is a big factor. As Max's double 15 is coming. Oh, no.
Well, we're about to find out.
Hesitation.
Frustration. It's a triple. It's amazing. His predictions are just as ugly as his throw. Kristen asking a good question here, Will, and I'm going to go to the guys that are actually good at darts for this answer. Guys, would you recommend practicing an hour a day, or would that be detrimental to your growth? Does too much darts or too many darts lead to dartitis? I know everyone's different, but what's y'all's advice?
I would not put a time on your practice. Your practice should be based on how you're feeling that day. So if you can't give it the full hour, don't give it a full hour. Go 15 minutes if you can. If you can't give any time, don't give any time at all. But I would say, the more practice, the better. But yeah, you've got to have your relaxation times. It can't be just full bore throughout, or else you will start to suffer and start to pay those consequences. So, and you can feel it coming. You can see that drop in your game happen, in a session. So if that happens, take a day or two off and relax and come back from it. I'll have a technique coming out here soon. I got to film it and whatnot. And I've got something that I've been working on that could help with dartitis. But the first thing I recommend is if you're feeling that come on, take a break. And I mean, by a break, I mean like 2 weeks, a month, take a break. And if you come back, usually it's a new thing before it even happens. So
I will say boom goes the dynamite, but also sorry, Sean. You were so ready to say it. No, I will say to that point too. Is over practice an issue for some? Yeah, but if you're the type that is playing 5 leagues, 2 tournaments, and practicing 3 hours a day, if you're ever practicing as that's a 7 mark from Zach.
Yeah,
but the most important thing is if you're practicing an hour a day, I would not worry about any negatives that come from that, especially because dartitis can develop for a multitude of reasons. It won't be a singular one. But if you are going to say I want to practice an hour a day, then you have to make sure you understand. And I will say this every single time. Practice with a purpose. If you're just throwing and you're just throwing up a game for an hour or two, I'm not saying that doesn't not help, but if you want to get actual results from your practice with a purpose. Have a set goal, have a set regimen. You don't have to always. I agree with Will though. Don't lock yourself into a time. Set yourself to a regimen.
Yeah, that would have been the one thing I would have recommended it at the end of that was just be intentional with your practicing.
I actually, fun fact, I do not play. If I'm going into a tournament, I won't play the 3 days going into a tournament. So I will take off because I want to be hungry when I come back to play. So I want to feel I feel confident, especially when I come back in. I feel like I'm giving it my full go. So yeah, that's something that I do.
That's my strategy for buffets.
And honestly, my strategy for blind dates.
As you can tell, he's had a few of them, folks, and really haven't worked out for both parties.
Yeah. Not a couple of things, just dates, blind dates. Why they're blind? It's because that's the only ones that would go out with them. You know.
Wow. Actually, deaf women prefer me more. They never shut up.
I'm sorry, everybody.
And Bob is doing a lot of darts here. Great darts from Bob. Saved by the Bob.
Oh my. Nick is mostly the one saying all this stuff tonight, by the way. We'll just reiterate that.
Yeah, don't get us in trouble. Know the differences in our voice. This is Sean.
This is Will.
Will
Will
here.
is-
No, this is Will. do not put that on me, Bobby. AKA Nick. All right, Bob, looking for the 15s. I would go back up just to be on the safe side, but hey, he gets this 15s and looking true for 4-2.
Yeah, Bob doesn't give a fuchs what you would do. He is going to
He's gonna do his own thing, isn't he?
his own thing. And as long as you hit it, it's the right move. A little hat trick there from Zach, but it is going to be too little, too late, most likely in this scenario. Well, Bob stepping over and staying. Oh, that's a happy little accident there. But now a single 20 doesn't even help, which is why he goes back to the bowl. Zach can put some damage on here.
He can possibly. It's too much for him to turn it, but
Ooh.
if he stays on this double, it'll be all right. That's a bummer. Second.
And Bob having to bail out because of it.
And he might as well stay here. It's troublesome. You kind of want to convert to the trip 15, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. The trip 15 may be his answer just because he feels like he's blocked on the 20s.
And even the 15 there added the extra bowl. And that's what he needed to do. Zach could have had winning darts if he would hit the double on the first dart, did not. Now Zach's just looking to get that point lead back. And he's scrapping along here. If Bob makes a mistake, this is Zach's to pounce on. This is
Another
tough.
big moment here, yeah. No matter which way you look at it, if he doesn't find a triple here, he could be in trouble. Oh,
Huge last.
What a dart. Made his sold his soul for that one. That's a big dart to have right there.
And the double's big too from Fuchs.
Wow. Big moments here in this Division II battle. It's brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
See if Bob is aggressive. He was, and it did not work out. Is he staying? No, he went back and missed. Zach, one bullseye gives him the look at the winning darts and the steal.
You got to take a shot, right? If you get that first dart. Converts on 3 bulls there to at least give him a bigger advantage. So Bob has to collect on 1 trip. Yeah, it is. It's getting very difficult. Even with the upper hand ground.
This is turned. Zach needs 5 mark. And he did this all on bulls. Oh, big dart. He has 2 shots at this 15, and he only needs 1. Big darts. Zach Fuchs ties it back up 3-3. Will, how many times are we going to see this where the other player comes back to win it at the very end of the leg?
I mean, this is the beautiful thing about Division II. I said it. We won't see a big spread until the latter stages, and it's holding true here. We thought we were going to get it right then and there. We thought we were going to see 4-2, and instead, Zach sweeps the leg to make it 3-3. This is a big leg here, and Bob opens with a 5.
Yeah, this is the last leg before we will take our break, hear from our players. Fantastic interviews with Nick Teixeira, I'm sure. And then we'll be right back after that.
Yeah, we really don't know
part of this match,
but we're sure they'll be great.
Will, this is the same as every other week for you, Will. This is the same level of excitement and anticipation for the interviews because you watch them with the rest. Sorry, Sean.
And
that's okay.
What statement did I say was wrong here? I stated what I stated, and it still holds true.
It was the tone.
Oh, okay. Does his argument hold water?
It does.
Fuchs gets that point lead. When's he going to get the look? Hey, did you hear that? He actually got a reference to a movie, ladies and gentlemen.
One time for the one time.
I like that movie.
Oh my goodness, it's like pigs flying or HE double hockey sticks freezing over. I know that certain people can say the F word on the live stream, but I will not even say.
I would like to say, fully for context, I wasn't sure if we were allowed to put Bob's nickname in there. And I asked Will when I was doing tech support with him earlier. And the whole point is I was like, okay, let's just not show Sean and have him read it. And then Will forgot and had to read it himself.
Yeah, you even threw me the first one.
Yeah, I really didn't even know what was coming my way. But hey, we made it work. I like it. And Zach, 108 points his way. That's a pretty good spread here.
Well, and it's the 5-3-3 playing the 3 from Bob.
This would be huge.
And only another 3 mark.
If Zach can take this leg, massive, massive, massive.
I mean, again, Bob stole 2 legs early on. This could very easily be 5-1 right now. And Zach now taking advantage of these opportunities instead of letting them slip.
Very much so, gentlemen. I'll let you stand up and roar for those. That's a pretty good turn from Zach. It's a pretty good turn from Bob.
Boom goes the Wisconsinite. He has all 5. All 5 of them.
2, 3, 4. Yep, he's got all 5.
If he gets to 6,
pick up sticks.
Tyler Hensey won't be able to count anymore. I debated saying it or not.
Had to get the water boy reference in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 1966, pick up sticks.
Well, that's because you've never seen Waterboy, Nick. Of course you haven't got that reference.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
Electrolytes, that, like the stuff the plants drink?
Sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. They got electrolytes. It's what plants need. It's what plants crave. Big 5 mark there from Zach. And we're going to get off the movie references as Bob going to stepping up. See what we can do on the 16s.
Needs to have
a little high, a little low.
It's just not going to produce here. I mean, he needs it the most, and that's going to hurt.
Is he going to hit the Fandango? He does. Big dart there on the last. And Zach just going right at the 16s. Now going to go back to the points. Yeah, and Bob's going to have an opportunity here to turn this around. He already has 5 9s. Another one will do that.
Oh. He needs to have it. He needed one of those triples there.
Heather Fuller saying 16s are the devil.
They can be. They can be a harmful number if you're just hitting just outside into that neighboring 8. Placing it right on top of it. That's the tricky dart for me.
Yeah, the one right on top.
Yep. I can deal with the one below, but on top, I just can't. I have to move to the left or right for me to at least try to work a dart into the bed there. But
this is wide open for him to 9 mark this.
Bob.
Another big 9 from Bob, and he does it now for the second time on the 15s to get himself back in the point lead. Will Zach be able to hold? Oh, what a first dart.
You betcha. You may take a look.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Timed it better, that's for sure.
His first 9 of the night comes at a crucial time.
And unless Bob can do some bowl magic that Zach did in the last leg, Zach's going to have the lead heading to the break when he was down 3-1. No, it wasn't. It was 2-2. I lied. Because Zach stole that leg at the very end. Mm-hmm. But here we go for a 4-3 lead. And he does it. Zach Fuchs, 4-3 over Bob Anderson, the Wisconsinite, as we head to our break, Will.
Yeah, big moment there for Zach, and what's been a scrappy back and forth battle here between Bob Anderson and him. I mean, overall, 4.25 for Zach, 4.15 for Bob. So I expect it to be picked up a little bit here in the latter stages of this match. We'll be right back with some great interviews before the conclusion of this one.
Join here for week 2 of Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. We have Zach Fuchs here with us once again. We've seen him a while back play John Pilgrim, and we're excited to have you. But before we get into it, what saloon are you playing out of tonight, and what vendor do you play for?
I am playing out of South 94 Bistro, and I play for Playmore Coin Op.
Playmore Saloon sounds very appropriate for a Wild West theme this year. And, you had to go against the kid in week 1 with Liam Musser. Can you talk to us a little bit about that match?
I did. I wasn't really nervous because I've played this before and this was his first time. So I kind of expected what to go into, just be very aggressive. And that's what I did. I made sure I was ahead in points, closed up houses, and just basically beat them down the board, and I got the 9-3 victory out of them.
Well, you started off the campaign absolutely wonderful, but tonight you have a good matchup in front of you with Bob Anderson. What's going to be your game plan going into this?
I do. Basically, same way I was in week 1. Just be very aggressive, especially on open numbers. Try to get at least 2 triple point lead. Other than that, I just got to hit my marks and have fun.
And now, of course, there's a lot of tough competitors out in this Wild West. Who is the most wanted on your list besides yourself?
I would probably have to go with John Edwards. He's been throwing some very good darts lately, and just looking forward. Hopefully, I can meet him in the King seat.
And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just everyone at South 94, everyone that supports me throughout, my career of darts, I guess you want to call it. Play more, coin op. Jim Turntine, Kayla, Carly. They're the best. And then my wife and my 2 boys, and just everyone. It's just a great opportunity to be a part of this organization and to be a part of the CSC. It's fun.
Well, the pleasure is all ours as we have a great match in front of us tonight, Zach. So we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
My name is Zach Fuchs, and you're watching the CSC Division II series.
Push the limits and bring your game to the next level when you shop and save 15% off the Red Dragon Paradigm darts for our September Dart of the Month special. These 90% tungsten darts come in 2 barrel shapes, tapered and torpedo, and offer the same milling across both barrels with radial grooves and diagonal notches in each section. The Paradigm darts also feature a dual coating for a smooth touch in the front and a rougher feel in the back. Each box also comes with a set of hardcore premium flights which feature a sweet holographic effect that will light up your darts with every color of the rainbow as you throw. You can also get a chance to win a Red Dragon Snakebite jersey in the size large with a monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our September Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends October 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Joined here by Bob Anderson for week 2 of Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. Bob, it's a pleasure to have you on our show, but first, can you tell us what saloon you're throwing out of tonight and what vendor you play for?
I am shooting at a booze bar in O'Connell, Wisconsin, and I shoot for Smith's Vending and Blue Water.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. Week 1 started off quite well with your campaign against Corey Luke to get things going. Can you give us a little context, a little insights into what happened in that match?
Yeah, I started out pretty good, and I think it got him a little flustered at the beginning, and then he had some good rounds, and he took some good chances to try to close, and he missed a good majority of them, so this gave me the opportunity to close on him.
And now tonight, you have another tough opponent, a CSC veteran, and Zach Fuchs. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top tonight for week 2?
Just play my game. Maybe score a few more points than I have been. And just it's a long match. Just keep throwing, and they'll go.
Now, of course, there's a lot of tough people out here in the Wild West. Who's on your most wanted poster for Division 2 this season?
Brent Hollanday. I got lucky and beat him last time, the first round, and then I didn't play very good after that, but he played so good the rest of the time. So yeah, he'd be definitely, to go that far back, that was pretty good.
There's nothing wrong with picking a former champ as a potential contender. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I'd like to thank all the guys that came and watched me tonight. Westy, Todd, Larry, Chris, and my fiance, Susie.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to getting into it, so let's waste no more time here. Bob, you got a tough match tonight, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Bob Anderson, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with the conclusion of our Division II battle between Zach Fuchs and Bob Anderson. It's been like you said, it's been a little scrappy back and forth battle between these two. No real, neither really getting the upper hand advantage at times. It feels like we're getting left to dry in some instances here. We're kind of seeing a little bit lesser of the load, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a roller coaster of darts so far, as it's been just up and down for both players, right? It has been one of those moments where Bob has stolen 2 legs, right? Especially with the double bull trip 15 early on. Zach has stolen a couple legs himself. Battled back on the bulls that one time. Hey, look, it's the mailman, Todd Wigman.
Oh yeah, another player.
Guy
sitting with the postman.
Oh, okay. All righty. Todd, one of those individuals that we see frequent this bar for streaming. And so give Bob Anderson a little dap up and we'll get going here.
And I can tell you how far away they are still watching from.
I can assure you this. Nick is not getting any form of record deal anytime soon. Wow.
You haven't heard my Eminem yet.
Yeah, and we don't want to either. We're really kind of scared of that one.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to hear you chewing M&Ms.
Oh my goodness, I'm a rap god.
All right, anyway, back to darts. Bob, I'm gonna mute us. Like that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes. At this point, everybody's gone.
We'll see if Bob can get going here. It's almost like, if he just throws the darts, they're gonna go where he wants them to go. Dartitis is a mental part of the game. You got to just kind of take the thought out of it. And the more you stare at those small little target segments, those little holes in the board, the more your arm will stop itself from going forward because you're expecting that. But boom goes the dynamite for Zach Fuchs. His second of the evening. And he's gotten them in back-to-back legs as he's starting to heat up.
We always say, leg 8 and 9, look out for them. These are your meaningful legs. Who gets the upper hand advantage here, winning these 2? Will it split? Will one individual get the 2? We'll find out. As got a good back and forth sway. That should give way to a trip 18.
Bob at Boo 2, which rhymes with Blue's Clues, which is wonderful.
Boo hoo.
Boo 2.
I was joking, but okay.
Haha. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I haven't seen the original. Which is funny, actually. My home location is called Nippers 2. No, that would be a different name. Thanks, Joe.
It's a total.
We always enjoy compliment sandwiches, okay?
That's such
good
a
last.
tough call there. But it's such a tough call being that Zach already has 2 on that wedge.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to decide to go for it because chances are he's just going to come up and hammer that 1 needed to close the door.
Which it looks like he will do, and he does. Just like you said, it's a 24-point lead, though. So the points are within a bowl. That time, Bob kind of thought about it a little bit longer. Fuchsia's been very aggressive on pointing first and then going for the close.
Starting to help
All right,
him
pointing
here.
second, then going for the close. Big darts. Brandon, you're not wrong, baby. I already said it earlier today. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Daydreaming here?
Yes. Yeah. My expectations last week were I hope we win a couple games. So, yes, I am definitely hyperboleing a lot right this second. But leave me alone.
Right.
Not all of us can be Kansas City Chiefs fans, okay, that just win the Super Bowl every year. Or lose it every year. One of the two.
Wasn't always like that, Sean.
I know. I remember when the Colts used to come back on them in the playoffs and make you guys cry. Maybe one day.
Zach looking for a 2-leg spread. Exactly what he has in store here is, I said after break is when we're going to see it. How about right after break would be ideal for Zach. Boom. Best leg of the night.
Yeah, 5.59.
But we expect this. We expect a little pickup from both of our players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they've underperformed.
Yeah. Like I said, a 4.15 and a 4.25, I believe, going into break. That bumps Zach up to a 4.42. So still some work to be done. See if Bob can help himself out here.
He's already not.
He's kind of caving in when he needs it. He needs to find something, and I think now he's thinking about the throw.
I mean, it's so easy to do. It's the natural human reaction, especially if you're dealing with a little bit of a hitch, to where if you start to throw poorly, you're thinking only of that hitch, especially if you're starting to lose legs like he is doing here. He hasn't won a leg since leg number 5. Well, this will help. He should just do that every time. Boom goes the Wisconsinite.
Don't ever count him out. That just goes to show you may have a moment, but you can always spring back.
Yeah, and Zach just has to. I know that's not the right shot there. That's more of a frustration close, but also he was completely blocked in the 19s.
Yeah. Well, now Bob just keeps on trucking. Tries his hand at the 17s.
Yeah, Bob's in the driver's seat now, this leg. And Zach couldn't get more unlucky if he wanted to right this second.
Free reign to just keep on going. 18s, 15s, or 16s.
I bet that looked good when it left his hand, too, on that 15.
Oh, yeah.
Zach looking for a 9 mark. And then more and more 9 marks. Not going to happen. So Bob, again, just like Will has said, just can continue to march along here. When you're up $160, you can do whatever you want.
Close your eyes a couple times if you want.
Wait, you're not supposed to do that when you play?
If you're Alex Spellman, you certainly do.
That's just his Zen mode. That's when he turns into the Jackal.
He sees through the camera lenses. Yeah, just go right at it, Bob, here. Even if you just get the 2 big ones. There's the first. There's the second. Close the door on those 15s. Leave yourself a look at the Bulls for the leg. And then try to rattle off this next one. Make it 5-5. It's fitting, isn't it? it's truly fitting that we go right back to a tied up match.
I agree. This seems like it's more and more likely that it's going to be possibly going the distance. Now, Fuchs still has the advantage right now. He does not need to break a throw. He can just hold his throw and win without any other thing having to happen. Bob will have to break at least once just to get it to a last leg decider.
He's giving a little strut back to his friends there. Even being kind of down and out in this leg.
You know the rules. When Night Fever plays, you got to dance.
Got to give it a go.
Oh, good darts there from Fuchs. Bob can't do the mess around on the bulls anymore. He can just turn into Bobby Bullseye now.
Needs to grab one.
There it is. Ends up only being a 3-7-2. He dropped hard in the second half of that leg. And if you're Zach, you're almost kicking yourself that you weren't able to pick it up a little bit there.
That's been the case. We've had a few of these legs where it's just kind of been unfortunate, right? You've had your dropouts. The second 3 of the match for Bob here. Same for Zach, or actually third for Zach. He had a 3.94, although you can consider it a 4.
Well, Gina giving us a big update as the Minnesotans both move on in their matches, which means that Philly Mike Segal is now on the loser side, our defending champion, as Brett Hollanday moves into that top 8 on the winner's side. The winner of this match gets that matchup with Brett Hollanday. Corey Beck will play the winner of Matt Perdon and Dwayne Johansson. That is going on currently. Jordan Meyer is playing the winner of Lavelle Sterling and John Edwards, who averaged a 5.07. Boom goes the Wisconsinite there for Bob Hatterson last week. So that's going to be a good matchup. And then Dalton Tripp, Devin Hunter, the winner of that one gets Chris Alexander, the Yenza. They're in that top 8.
How about this, though? Complete turnaround from last week. 7-9 marks for Zach. Actually, it was 8, including that white horse, right? And then you have 5 for Bob. And now look at it this week. 8 for Bob so far, 2 for Zach.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so much left in this. And so many more Boom Goes the Wisconsinites that we can give out, as that's the 9th for Bobby. Bobby Boom.
Oh, Bobby.
We just found out that Missouri has smoking bars. It's impressive.
Yeah, you didn't know that? You didn't realize that?
Nah, Indiana has it too.
I'm pretty sure in Kansas we don't have. Well, we have private clubs that can do it, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, Oklahoma, Missouri, yeah, there's you don't have to have necessarily a private license for that one. All right, Zach, what do you say here? That gives him the option to take a look, and he sure does. How about that from Zach?
Boom goes the dynamite.
What a time to do it. He needs to rattle off a few more.
When you look at Bob's throw and you look at the hitch that he has, right? And you see how he has to turn his body when he throws. Do you think part of his problem is in his setup?
No. I mean, we've seen how he has success in the past. I mean, I wouldn't think so.
It just seems like once he gets his body in the right position, he can let it go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. You almost wonder if he turns the shoulders to start off with, if it makes that a little bit easier. But again, even thinking through that is darn near impossible without rebuilding.
If you think you can't do it, take a look at the 17s or 15s.
How about another 16?
Oh!
His second niner of the leg. We have 3 in this leg alone.
Number 10 for the night for Bob
Double
Anderson.
digits. He has a whole freaking pit crew finding darts for himself right now.
That's exactly it. We look over and there's like 3 people running up
Look
there.
Look at this.
There's one guy crawling on the floor right now.
Oh, he stood up, but he was crawling on the floor. Bob had to put on his glasses. This could be a hot minute.
He had a tip or something, and then his dart was on the ground. So let him figure it out here.
Get a little.
Still got 15.
And then we're moving on.
Watch him throw a 9 here.
No. It's kind of likely, right? Like not now, but he's already had 2. Good 6 mark. 717 playing a 667. Welcome to Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. In a real important leg. It's either going to be 6-4 or 5-5.
Well, it's about time we see this, leg from these 2 guys. We thought we were going to see it a little bit sooner, just a breakout leg for him per se. But this could be the moment where we finally start rattling off a few back-to-back and things get a little interesting here. Depending on which way this goes, definitely a huge leg for Bob. Oh, take the look.
17s. Pins it. Big dart from Bob.
We've only just begun. We've still got a lot to play here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Buckle up, Buttercups. Hit that share button. Bring everyone along for this ride. It's going to get exciting.
Potential 7 more legs. I'm almost like queuing it in now. We said this 9-7 was going to be kind of our aiming point, and we knew I said possibly 9-6. I don't see it doing that, but 9-8. Come on, please.
This is an important dart here from Bob. And I like the move back to the 16s. I know it's the less aggressive play, and it can come back to bite him here, but I think that was the only move with the hanger. He's taking the look. He's just a single. Gets that fat 16. And that 5 mark puts him at 647. 17-point advantage. Bob's going to have to get rid of the 15s at some point. Oh, and he is not happy with that first start. Great recovery.
Oh, huge recovery.
Big last.
Massive double up to Zach to hit 3 bulls for the closeout.
Needs 2 more. Oh, those are both. It's wide open.
Huge.
Yeah. A 6-2-2 just lost the leg in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. That's got to be one of the highest losing averages in a leg in Division
Advantage
2.
of the start there for Zach, That's a big time leg for him to gather. And we just saw him wipe his brow in the background here, knowing that he pulled that off.
Now, if you're Bob, you can't let up now. You got to still have that in your pocket, because the last time you wasted it. Technically, because you lost the leg. And only a 2 mark opening. This is a moment for Zach.
Can I just make a request? We have about 500 people here watching across all of our platforms, so shout out everyone in chat. Can someone just make a compilation of all the different reactions to Jason Derby celebrating his friend hitting shots? Because Jason Derby's reactions give me so much life. Thank you. That is all.
It's amazing. And I agree. He is hanging on every dart that his friend throws. I don't think he's missed a dart.
It's great to see, and they're not the only ones supporting on here. I mean, we've got a lot in the background that we really can't see, that are on looking on for this matchup and giving Zach some support. So we'd love to see it.
Yeah, you can see the Myers there in the top right-hand corner of your screen.
There you go, a little look at the area.
South 94 Bistro, a lot of boards in that place.
Yeah, a lot of boards.
This is an incoming score line. Devin Hunter wins 9-6 against Dalton Tripp. So Devin Hunter will take on the Yinza, Chris Alexander, in that top 8 spot on the winner side.
Well, all right.
Fuchs, great
Love to
first
see
start.
it.
I just stay all day with the X on it. That's exactly what he does.
And you can see some more cheers of approval here, knowing Zach's doing what he needs to do in these big time legs.
Oh, unlucky last from Bob to kiss it into the trip 4.
Yeah, I was wondering if he would take a look at the 18s there, and he does.
Math-wise, it's fine. I like the second dart at it. I don't like the play on the 17s on dart 2. I think it's getting a little greedy. He's been so good at just being consistent there.
You got the point advantage. I don't necessarily mind it, but you got to at least commit a dart to try to gather that 18. And yeah, you'll see he'll close it out here. And we'll see if he commits to the 17 or 19s. Yeah, it does go ahead and commit to the 17. That's where I would, probably like the 19 a little bit more there, just because he's about to get rid of it potentially. But you've already forced him to a new wedge, so no harm, no foul taking that shot at the 17.
And now this is almost a wasted dart from Bob if he goes to the 17s.
This is why I kind of do not like that Bob's attacking the 17 here. If you attack the 16s, yes, you're giving up a little bit of point margin, but I like that play more because your opponent doesn't have anything on it. He can't one-shot kill you if you only hit 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, that doesn't do any value.
And Fu Shui is starting to take over here.
Fu Shui, I like the way you did that Fu Shui over here, man. That looks real nice.
Grassy ass.
Good 6, but yeah, it does not matter. Just give way to Zach to make the run here on the 16s, 15s. Good marker.
Split the upright. Yeah, 3 is good. Just close it down.
Exactly. Close it down. Another wedge, and you've got 3.
And Wes, you have been missing a good matchup. Matt, thank you for the update. Chris Beck won 9-7 over Ryan Davis. Ooh, that last start. We're not going to worry about that little guy. That was not the good type of missed by 2. And now Fuchs. A 7-4 lead is huge here, Will.
Yeah, big time. Almost. It's a lot to ask if you're Bob.
You got to win at least a couple in a row.
Yeah, especially with the up-down nature of his game here.
Yeah, there's more up-down in the Catholic on Sunday. The kneeling.
Oh, we're going back down. Oh,
in
okay.
church. Yep. That's the worst. The greatest part is all the pain my knees go through. That padded stuff does not help. It doesn't help at all. 4-2-7 there for Zach Fuchs, and it is a 7-4 lead now. I think Bob's got to make this at least 6-7.
Yeah, you need
At
to
least
rattle off.
6-7.
I see what you guys did there. I think that he needs to go ahead and at least grab one leg here, if not two. We'll see if he can do it.
If he grabs 2, for a good 6-7.
These funny guys over here.
This is actually a true thing. Today, in our meeting at school, our teacher meeting at school, we tried to figure out exactly what it means. And the answer is actually nothing. There's really no meaning whatsoever to it. So I don't know why Serenity is getting so upset about this every time. I don't know why it's triggering, because it does not mean a single thing. It is a meaningless meme concept that has just kind of become a thing. And I guess there's a hand motion to it that I did today at school, and the kids laughed at me.
Well, you're a funny guy. Funny guy.
But Fuchs has the higher ground. And all of the momentum in the world. Or at least in Missouri. Bob's got to pounce now.
I agree. Doesn't have much to do on the 20s. Just a single mark closes it. But you got to gather the 19. I think you just go up and close it now.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Nick, how does it feel to be called old?
I got to say, pretty bad. I feel bad because when we started this, right, 23 years old, working with you guys, making old jokes about how you guys are old and just don't get it as we get a
big 8 mark there from Zach Fuchs.
But now that I'm here, 27, practically 30 at this point, I got to say it's hard being old and handsome and popular and cool.
How do you know How do you know what I go through?
Because you're handsome. I think Will's officially done with us tonight, by the way.
What do you mean? He's been done with us since the beginning of the show. He even said, I'm going to leave at halftime. Like that, he already knew how bad this was going to be. Joe, I teach 7th grade English.
Isn't that surprising? 7th grade English.
What's surprising about that? I am basically a giant kid. So if there's someone who probably is fine doing that, it's probably me.
You look like an art teacher to me.
I'm okay with that. That means I have style.
Too close to call here. Bob could essentially grab it if he 3-fats. Does he go ahead and take that look? Yes, he will.
And he went 3-fats. Well, the first start went inside on the 18s, but still, the last 2 were definitely 3-fats. I like how Mom's in here defending us. Thank you. What now, Serenity?
Just give her like 6-7 minutes and she'll be over it.
No cap.
No, you gotta do some more terms like aura farming.
You
That's
heard?
a big one. It's a big one right now.
You heard? I hate you guys so much. Not you viewers, just Sean and Nick.
No, you know what he meant. You know what he meant, folks.
Yeah, not a man of the people. Will Stewart been saying that for years. Will, if you keep offering, or if you keep talking about how much you hate our viewers, they really will never buy your barrels.
What I constantly deal with from you guys, it's insane. All right, this is the time that Zach's gonna strike here for 8-4.
Yeah. Zach here to. Oh, that's a huge dart. 420 for Zach Fuchs. Bob Anderson, try not to turn into Ohio.
And really paying the phantom tax on this one. See if we can skibidi riz these darts into the triples. Zach going for 16.
All right, let's not get too carried away here, Nicholas.
John Edwards gets a victory over Lavelle Sterling. So that matchup is going to be Jordan Meyer versus John Edwards in that top 8 spot. And I think that means the only matches we're waiting on is this one, Bob Anderson, Zach Fuchs, and we have not gotten an update on Matt Perdon, Dwayne Johansson.
Pretty good display from you guys to lay in these score lines for us.
No, we always appreciate it. Did you watch Mike Maloney went to a last late decider against Sean Cafflish? Let's give a huge shout out to the Wisconsinite who shot fantastic in that match. I happened to just tune in and I saw that it was leg 17. I was like, no way, this is game 17. So Mike's gone back-to-back last leg deciders and pulled them out.
Huge. And especially against Sean Cafflish, who's been a savvy veteran on the CSC for quite some time. But yeah, pulling off a really great match with Mike there, but does take the L. So, all right, Zach, to lock in an 8-4 lead here in this Division II battle.
Yeah, great darts there from Zach. And he does take that 8-4 lead. It was 5-4 in a very big leg where Bob averaged over a 6 and lost it to make it 6-4. And Zach has not looked back since then. Can the Wisconsinite turn this around? He does get to go first 2 legs in a row with that PBD player advantage rule.
But yeah, needed that last dart to at least fall into the triple. That was scary stuff, and still maybe for Bob. If Zach can capitalize on a 4 mark, he will take the look. Not anymore.
Jordan Meyer did defeat Brad Gatlin. So Brad heads on over to the loser side. Jordan said it was a real tough matchup, and Brad is a beast. I like how Serenity and her mom are just fighting now in the chat. It's amazing.
That's it. Send them to the back rooms.
You're just looking up terms now.
Don't act like I didn't already know that one.
Let's run through Division I on Mondays. We have that top 8 set up here. I just want to run through that real quick. We got Ram Guevara, Brian Dennis doing battle. This is on the winner side. This is not like top 8 remaining players. Leonard Gates, we saw him win on Monday against a very good Luke Pritzel. Takes on Ryan Jervis. So back-to-back Wisconsinites for Leonard Gates. Jordan Elzinga, newcomer to Division I, is in round number 3. He plays Mike Maloney. And then Kellen Sperlin, Mike Carter. That will be our live stream match on Monday night. So we will see Big Cat taking on Little Mike.
So I gotta admit, when you look at that top 8 on the winner's side for Division I, at first it seems a little surprising when you look at the lineup, but actually revisiting those first section matches and everything like that, first round and round 1 and round 2, the two names that really do jump off is Jordan and Kellen. But the rest, when you look at their routes and you look at what their other possible matchups could have been, you got to give credit. I mean, Brian Dennis is a little bit of a surpriser, but in the section of Tyler Hinsey, Brian Dennis, Jonathan Long, Josh Connell, I thought it was very open. So overall, I mean, with Jordan and Kellen, I think welcomed additions to the top 8 in the winner side here.
I agree. And I would argue that there were probably 3 upsets in that round number 2. I don't know about Jordan Elzinga versus Brian Bigham, but obviously we know Brian, ESPN athlete this year, so that had to be an upset there. Rick Hinsey, Kellen Sperlin is a good matchup, but if we're just going on name alone, we probably would pick Rick, and then Kerry Thaxton, Mike Carter. Mike had not been in form here until recent, so it is good to see him make it through the top 8.
Zach, before this round here, just really getting down on the music that he's enjoying in the background here. Was thinking he was going to have a moment there with the pump up for that round. Not quite what he envisioned.
Yeah, disco night at the Bistro. Bob keeping himself in the driver's seat, and I almost said something really stupid. In a leg, he must win. But Fuchs not going to make it easy. Boom goes the dynamite. What would have been your over-under on 9 marks tonight? Did you have a number 9?
I was honestly was thinking like 11 and a half or 12 and a half, that range, just because of what they did last week. The first and second week are so hard to really factor a 9 mark count here. This is an opportunity though.
Massive.
Zach.
Back-to-back 9s.
Huge time to do it. He closes the door on the 20s for Bob, and that may be the round that gets it done here. We're going to find out.
He almost got his third 9 mark on the 15s. And
for
Justin Hightower. Justin Hightower making a big point here. Chris Champagne beat Mike Scarborough on Monday. So Scarborough's out.
Yeah, when you mentioned that Scarborough was out earlier, that kind of threw me off for a minute because I was thinking, oh, surely he'll get like that second one if he gets the L against Gates, but there's nothing given here in this CSC Challenger Series, and that just goes to show it.
Bob. Doing Bob stuff on those 15s again. Going to look at the 16s. And he hits the 9 at the right time. Oh, my goodness. 4 9 marks in this leg, 2 apiece. Yeah, I saw him shift down. Again, Jason Derby he's not using very much of that chair at all.
No, he's been up and down all over the place, hasn't he?
He's going to wonder why his legs are sore tomorrow. Ooh. Double-double is not enough to get that point lead.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more. So
there were not winning darts there for Zach. He might go back at the 15s one more time. No, he stays on it. I like that move. Yeah, Bubba's just taking a
swing at you.
Unfortunately, it was a home run.
Full bed's open. Got a hit.
Didn't hit. And that 15 doesn't help at all.
No, it does not. And here you go for the match. 2 bowls and a trip 15.
And wouldn't it be ironic to have Fuchs hit that trip 15 as the last dart to win after the double bowl, trip 15 from Bob Anderson over in the match? But he's got 2 darts of these 15s to get the job done.
They're up on their feet already back there.
Derby's about to turn pro in the NFL right this second. He's gonna pounce on him if he hits this.
Hut, hi.
And he does hit it. All right, it was a lovable bro hug, is what it was. As I love Bob. He's smiling at how excited everybody is. You know, like look at that.
Yeah, and then a big thumbs
Bob
up
Anderson.
Afterwards. Yeah, he gives him respect to go ahead and turn around and celebrate for a second, and then some acknowledgement from both of our players. Yeah, big time win for Zach there. What was that? 4.18 for each of our players there.
Yeah, right around there. But hats off to Zach Fuchs. We did not pick him tonight. Again, he came in as the lowest average player. Or no, I don't think he did. Someone else did. But he has performed extremely well so far in the CSC Challenger Series Division 2. We'll move on to play Brett Hollanday in round number 3. Will, a great performance from Fuchs. Bob Anderson hit all those 9s, but Fuchs stayed steady and timed the right shots at the right time to steal. He stole what, 4 legs at the end of it?
Yeah, I think, it was a great performance on the 9 marks. We saw a lot of 9s. We had 16 of them this evening, 11 from Bob and 5 from Zach, but that doesn't tell the full story. It was a little strugglesome darts from our players. We're not going to lie about that one. A 4.16 for Bob and a 4.40 for Zach. So room for growth there, but it was some intense action. We saw some really big turns in the late stages of legs where we didn't really anticipate that happening, did we?
Yeah, we were using turntables all night long because it seemed like whoever was out in front early, that was not the person who was out front late. And then somehow that person who was out front early steals it right at the very end. That happened at least 4 or 5 legs tonight, which makes this game so exciting and so much fun. Tune in every week to Division 1 and Division 2. Division 2 is always so scrappy like it was tonight. Any leg can go any direction, and we're getting into the nitty-gritty now, bud.
We certainly are. We certainly are, folks. You're not going to miss out on the action. Monday night, we got another one coming your way, 8 p.m. Central Time. Join us right here on Partners Promoting Darts as well as USA Darts. We got the action for you. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We appreciate it. Will, Nick, Sean, we'll see you next time.
I don't know I was last, but all right.